Hello, and thank you for choosing Kuhn's Northcoast Security. Today we'll be going over the SpeedFace Thermal Reader's initial configuration as a standalone device focused on body temperature reading. What you'll need to get started is the SpeedFace reader, its power cord, and you'll plug the 2-pin connector into the back of the device. The other end will go in the outlet, and you'll plug the 2 barrel connectors together and the device will power on. Once the device is powered on, you should see the main screen or the detection screen with the square box in the center. Touch the main menu button either on the main screen or in the top right of the detection screen. The main menu is where all the configuration will be done when using this as a standalone device without the software. Upon initial configuration, there is no verification needed to access the main menu, but after the first user is created, it will require authentication like shown in the video. Now we'll move into the system settings and go down to detection management at the bottom. From here, you'll be able to configure the device the way you want for your facility. The very top bubble indicates whether or not temperature screening will be conducted. High temperature threshold can be set for the maximum allowable temperature and the low for the lowest allowable temperature. You can also choose whether to allow or deny access if the temperature is over the range. Calibration will be required on these devices on the initial setup. You will go into the temperature calibration setting, put in the current room temperature, and hit calibrate so the machine can calibrate to the current room temperature. Further adjustments can be done using the temperature deviation correction, where you can add or subtract degrees based on how the environment has changed. The final settings in detection management are at the bottom where you can enable or disable mask detection, as well as guest access and allowing or disallowing people into the building without a mask. Back at the main menu, we have a few options to choose from. If you want to change the voice settings on the device, you can go to Personalize and then Voice, and you can either mute or turn down the device. But to finish the initial configuration, we're going to go in and add a user. So select the Users tab, New User, and then we're going to put in the user ID, name, last name, and then we will choose which verification methods we will want them to have. Now once a user is added into the system, it will require verification to get back into the main menu. And to do that, it will be like the beginning of this video where you have to put in the user's ID and choose a verification method. And once verified, you will be granted access back into the main menu to make additional changes. Once you're finished adding the first and last name, you'll have to choose a role for that user. It is recommended to have at least one super admin on the account to manage the rest of the others. Adding in methods like palm and face scanning requires you to put either your face or your palm in front of the square, centered, and continue holding it there until the bar at the bottom has finished, where it will then say enrolled successfully. For fingerprint authentication, you will press the fingerprint, choose which finger you would like to use, then you will press it down on the fingerprint scanner 3 times until it says enrolled successfully. There are other options too, like setting a password and taking user photos. And that completes your first user. You can press the back button to go back to the main menu. If you'd like to create more users, you can continue to do so, or you can use your device. And that completes the basic setup for the SpeedFace Thermal Reader. We thank you for watching. If you have any other questions, do not hesitate to give us a call. Have a great day.